Hey everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency, and specifically how mining could become a great investment in Latin America. Nowadays, cryptocurrency is commonplace in society, where almost anyone is able to get involved and increasingly make use of it in everyday life. The thing is, crypto does not just get printed like normal money. In fact, the process is vastly different. As decentralized and encrypted assets, it makes sense that computers are involved in their distribution to buyers, and the way this happens is through crypto mining. And if you're not familiar with crypto at all, the information we just mentioned may be a little confusing. However, using it as a platform to build on, these assets do not require banks to authenticate payments for transfers, basically securing the flows of the currency, lighting up the future of payments, big and small, commercial or personal. So going back to the idea of mining cryptocurrency, which is our topic for today, it's important to mention that it's probably not going to be for everyone, but it could be perfect for you. And basically, it involves using computers to solve mathematical problems, the likes of which would not be cracked by mathematicians of any skill level. And the responsibilities of someone involved in this goes beyond the introduction of new digital assets to the market, and includes monitoring roles to ensure the integrity of the currency is protected. So for those of you who find yourselves as prospective investors, let's say, intrigued by this market, we will look into a number of factors today in relation to Latin America, a region where crypto mining is really taking off. So a good place to start, as always, is with the costs involved, and for the purpose of clarity and consistency, we'll use Bitcoin as a benchmark for all of these criteria that we'll discuss, so that the relative data and statistics can be applied to other crypto, so you can decide the viability of an investment like this. So firstly, Bitcoin mining has traditionally been energy intensive, an automatic indicator of high costs, which, coupled with the application-specific integrated circuit or ASIC chip, which is nowadays a requirement, costing from within hundreds of dollars up to the tens of thousands, your final equipment and running bills could end up looking different from anyone else's. So from the get-go, we can see this is not a cheap investment, and with prices in the crypto market being as dynamic as they are, potentially even volatile, there's always wriggle room for change. Though, this is where Latin America is standing out from the crowd, as the energy prices lend themselves to Bitcoin mining. And one example from the region is Venezuela, where prices only in the region of $0.025 per kilowatt hour and have a 90% uptime, which makes constant mining at a relatively low rate possible. And it's been also reported that currently to mine one Bitcoin, it could cost between $11,000 and $19,000 US, which is a lot, but we can't forget that the value of Bitcoin did reach $64,000 US in April this year, so there are profits to be found. So now, on a slightly more positive note, we can look at the benefits associated with being involved in this. And the profit to be found from mining crypto can be seen as a benefit on the surface. But like we mentioned, the energy intense methods and amount of effort that goes into undertaking such a task does nullify this a little. So instead of just focusing on profit, we can look a bit more into the other benefits that can be found, such as initially the time it takes to mine one block of Bitcoin is around 10 minutes. And bearing in mind that one block is 6.25 Bitcoins, this is pretty quick for such a valuable asset. And there are also some countries where industrial electricity is to reduce rate or even subsidized in order to attract businesses and stimulate economies, which makes mining Bitcoin a potentially lucrative investment to look out for in developing nations who are looking to find foreign investors to maintain growth rates year on year, as your chances of success are greater wherever running costs can be lowered. So in Latin America specifically, Venezuela has very low energy prices, which makes the profit margins wider than elsewhere. And alongside this, Venezuela, El Salvador and Paraguay are generating geothermal and hydroelectric power sources to make mining capacity larger and somewhat cleaner as well. So if you're interested in finding out more, you'll be able to see our contact information on the screen and also in the description below the video. And while you're there, why not also leave a comment, like and subscribe. And until then, we will see you next week. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.